fire ants. Dump a bucket of fire ants in your mouth. That's what happens when you drink it. These were all like the same. And then that was like death. I don't know what I said.
I can't remember a word you said.
All right. Ready?
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. Hold on. What's up, Culture Family? My name is Pito, and this is our very first segment of Hot Seat. And today we have a special guest with us, Mr. Anders Hagstrom. Let's give it up for Mr. Anders Hagstrom.
Hello.
Anders Hagstrom is our director for our Chicago Masters Commission. How are you doing, Anders, today?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm
Are you
all right.
nervous?
Of course.
You nervous? How are you with hot foods or spicy foods?
I'm like more than Tabasco is scary for me.
So this is freaking you out a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's the worst.
Well, let's get to the first wing.
All right.
Let's do it. Let's take a bite of the first wing.
Here
Thank
we
you,
go.
sir.
Take this one. The Howler Monkey Sauce.
Howler Monkey.
Ready?
This shouldn't be crazy.
Yeah, I got this.
Yeah, let's just go in. Let's do it. I'm not gonna lie. I had a little kick to it.
That's a good flavor, though.
It's good flavor, yeah. It's great flavor. Durs, my first question for you. It's not a question, I just want you to elaborate because you got a little slack on a post you put on Facebook a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, talking about boneless wings.
Oh, yeah.
Let me hear your thoughts on boneless wings.
Man, I'm glad you asked.
Yes.
Okay. There's a huge confusion, I think, in our generation today with this term,
Yeah.
boneless wings.
Yeah.
Boneless wings don't exist, people. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no such thing as a wing without bones. And what I've come here, I believe, to tell all of you,
This is the reason.
this
yeah.
is why I'm
Yeah.
here, is that if you are eating boneless wings, if you go to Wingstop or Buffalo Wild Wings and you're ordering, you say, hey, can I get some boneless wings? What you're doing is ordering chicken nuggets. You're ordering chicken nuggets with sauce. With the sauce already on.
Might as well go to McDonald's then.
Yeah, McDonald's, you get the nuggets in their own little box, the sauce is in its own little box, you dip them. Buffalo Wild Wings, same thing. It's just they dipped them for you. So you're paying 3 times as much.
You're very passionate about this.
Oh,
subject.
yeah.
Yes.
Because you can't, don't tell me you love wings when you order them boneless.
Yeah.
You,
yeah.
my friend, love chicken nuggets. I think
Okay.
it's supposed to sound like that.
How was the sauce for this first one?
That was good? Yeah, I like
You don't feel anything?
No, I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on then.
All right, super.
Let's move on to the next wing.
This is called Heartbeat Hot Sauce Company, from Thunder Bay, Ontario. Red habanero.
Habanero. So this should have a little bit of tang to it. A little bit of
Habanero
a little bit of
rouge
kick.
piquant, if you want to say
Okay.
it like that.
Ready to take a bite?
Uh-huh. That was kind of sweet.
It's kind of sweet. Okay, Doris, I have another question for you. I remember you telling me that you once went viral when you were doing YouTube videos. Explain to me that part of your life.
I don't know. I don't know if I was the one that went viral. But back in high school, I had some friends, and I'm licking my lips a lot.
You good?
I'm very aware of how much I'm licking my lips. And back in high school, I had some friends, and after school, we just wanted to do some fun stuff. And so we just would film videos of us doing, stupid things.
Yeah.
Jumping off stuff, over stuff, whatever. None of my videos got really famous, but a couple of the videos we made together as a group of friends got really big. One of the biggest ones that was on, I think, Jay Leno and Ellen DeGeneres was of...
I did not know that.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Was a video of my friend Seth jumping on a pogo stick and then onto a treadmill. And he falls, and it was pretty simple, it wasn't anything crazy, but if for whatever reason it blew up. If you've ever seen that video, I'm the dude in the background in the blue hoodie who's filming. And so, of course, none of my, I got hurt a lot more than they did.
I heard there was a video of you like in a shopping cart or something like that. Like, is that true or no? Maybe I got the wrong person.
There was one, I don't know if, we did do some shopping cart videos, but I don't think any of them.
How many views did it get on YouTube, like the one with your friend?
I think
Like you got paid for it. Like you guys.
Somebody got paid for it. I don't think I personally got paid for it. And then the other big one was my buddy Devin jumps off of a roof of a building and lands in a basketball hoop, and it kind of tips over and he lands on his face. That was another one. A lot of people saw that.
I think I saw that one.
And so yeah, we did a lot of. We were just doing dumb stuff, and we thought it was fun, and so.
Well, hopefully we go viral with doing this.
Listen,
all right.
whatever I gotta do.
Did you like it? Yay or nay? That sauce.
Yeah, I felt like this one was a little bit stepped down. Maybe we didn't sauce it enough. I don't know. But
let's go on to the third one. This one has zombies on it.
Zombies.
So I'm a little bit nervous.
The Torchbearer sauces.
Don't like it.
Son of zombie wing sauce.
Don't like that.
It is all natural for you vegans out there.
All right, let's take a bite into this.
Although the chicken is not vegan, I will say. Got it?
I got crumbs falling all over my bed.
Okay. It kind of came back. It's coming backwards. It's like on the back end.
So.
That's that backwards sauce. Just think you made the shot, and now stop it. It's there.
You good there? Yeah, a little bit nervous. So for those of you guys that do not know, Mr. Anders is actually my brother-in-law. So,
dude.
I want to ask Anders, how did you meet my sister? Where were you guys at? All that good stuff.
Cool. We met when we were students, a master's commission in Atlanta, Georgia, and yeah, I guess we got kind of grouped up to lead a small group together with some students down there, and just had a bunch of fun doing that, going out and doing fun activities and whatever. So funny story was like when we first got like introduced as small group leaders. It was just super weird. I mean, it's weird thinking about it now. Back then, it was like whatever. It's all fun. They put us on we went on a little boat together out on a little pond, and then yeah, I don't know. We should just cut that part out. It doesn't make any sense. We were just out there with this other guy who had like this funny helmet on, and he was like saying funny stuff. And that's not funny anymore. So yeah, I don't know. We met in Atlanta, leading a small group together.
Do you remember? I don't know if this was the first time I met you, but do you remember when I was in Dominican Republic? Okay, so the story is, Anders because he's from Colorado. Anders came to Chicago to ask my parents to date my sister.
Yeah.
But I was in Dominican Republic at the time, training for baseball. Living in an orphanage. What a great time in my life. And I remember. Is your mouth burning or no?
I mean, it's
okay, because I was getting a little nervous for a little bit. And I remember we were over Skype, but the problem was I didn't have a mic, so you couldn't hear me. You couldn't hear me. I could only hear you. So I was typing like, "Hey man, just take care of my sister." I couldn't be like that brother in that moment. It was over typing, and so I always thought that was funny.
I forgot. You probably were like so mad.
Yeah, not mad.
And you're just like, dude, leave my sister alone. Now, like, what? I can't hear you.
No, because I didn't have that opportunity with Anthony, because I was like still a little kid when Anthony came.
Got it.
So this time I was like 16 years old, so I was like trying to be that brother.
Yeah.
But my fingers were angry as heck. So that was that. But now
that's awesome.
You have a family.
Yeah.
You just had a
second
son.
kid. After this, I feel like I won't be able to hold him for a few weeks. I don't want to hurt him. So, but yeah.
What are their names? Your children.
Reagan.
Yes.
And she's 1 year. She's 14 months old, something like that. And Donovan is six days old at this point. So
6 days.
Yeah. So it's just.
Isn't it weird that parents give children's ages by months?
Yeah, I've always thought that until. But
you just did that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I always judge people for it, but now I'm like, she's more than one. Okay, she's
14
She's
months.
14 months.
I get it. All right. That had a little kick to it. I'm not gonna lie.
I think if it was more like, I wouldn't want to put more of that on.
Yes. Let's do this one.
Okay, what's this called?
That one's called something.
Carolina Reaper.
Nope.
Whatever.
Black garlic.
Carolina
Reaper.
They don't know about hot sauce.
Let's do it. Man, these chicken wings are so good, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back after this and eat the rest of it.
Shout out to Best Sub.
Can I get all the parts out of sauce? Whoa! That punched me in the throat.
Okay. You are currently the CMC director of Chicago.
What the heck?
You're good?
Yeah.
You are the Chicago Masters Commission Director. Am I wrong or right?
Correct.
I'm correct. How did you get to this point when you came to Chicago to talk to my sister? What got you to this point of being the director?
All right. So I talked to your sister.
Watch your eyes. Watch your eyes.
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
Yep.
And your parents, between my second year and my third year.
If you want milk, man, go for the milk.
I gotta save it, probably.
Okay.
Did my third year in Atlanta. I went back home to Colorado. Was planning on moving out here to Chicago sometime in the fall. Maybe work at a restaurant. Maybe teach guitar lessons. Just do something to be here, so I can kind of learn about the church and family and stuff like that. That felt great. And then kind of during that summer, I got a call that Pastor David and Pastor Marty, who were the directors at the time, were getting ready to have their third child, and they needed a staff member that could kind of be there while she was on maternity leave. And so they asked if I would be willing to consider being the assistant director. So I was like, yeah, like, you know, when you need me there. And I think your dad was on this conference call with me at the time, and he's like, yesterday. And I was like, sweet.
No way.
So yeah, it was crazy, man. Came out here and met with them. Went home, kind of packed up my little '97 Isuzu Rodeo. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, the
big old green
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
And packed it with all my stuff and just kind of drove across the country and just started. You know, I was 20, 21 years old at the time, and just started trying to make it happen out here in Chicago. So
When you came as their assistant director, did they already kind of tell you, hey, you're gonna take this thing over?
they, Pastor David was kind of transitioning to be the campus pastor of the Northwest campus, and Pastor Marty came back from her maternity leave. We were grinding out the year, and then kind of like the springtime of that year is something they're like, hey, we feel kind of the release to fully transition over to the campus pastor, and want to know if you would want to, you know, hang out with these college students for.
Were you on board from the get-go when they offered you that?
Yeah, I mean, I was, like I said, I was maybe 21 years old,
Yeah.
and just felt like, man, this is a great opportunity, and I'm still learning and I'm growing, but I want, you know, what an honor to be able to do that with other people.
Awesome. Are you ready to move on
Dude, I don't know.
to the bomb?
The bomb.
The bomb beyond insanity.
You know that, like, that when it's this hot, there's only use for one thing. Stuff like this.
Stuff like
no one
this.
is eating this.
No.
And at that point, they really don't care anymore about like the graphic design.
No,
Like,
it's a nuclear bomb.
A child made this on Microsoft Paint. They actually had to go back to an older computer to find the Microsoft Paint old enough to create this logo.
You're angry right now. I need you to put this bottle down.
I'm just nervous. The bomb makers, I'm not trying to offend you.
Here you go.
Oh!
Hey, let's
Whoever served this one up put a lot on. I
That's-
just wanted you guys to see
yep.
that redness there.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We can do it. I smell death. I haven't even tasted it yet.
Oh, that one caught my throat.
It's everywhere.
All right, there's. I want to hear your views on our generation when it comes to social media.
What?
I got.
Right now?
I want to hear your views. I got the hiccup.
This is bad, bro.
When it comes to our generation and social media, why is it bad for us? I love your views on it and your perspective.
When does the milk happen? Now?
Go for it. Speak a little bit about social media.
I can't talk. Okay. I need a tissue. I'm kind of pitiful.
Speak on that. Speak on Snapchat, because I know you did a Facebook post on Snapchat about the secrecy and all that stuff. So speak about, because a lot of people in our youth group, they don't even text one another. All they do is communicate on Snapchat.
Long story short, the app was created for one reason: to send things that will disappear.
Yeah.
And so even if you say, I'm using it for the most innocent reasons, you're engaging in something that could potentially ruin your life, your future marriage, your job one day. You could be using it for the most innocent reasons, but you've opened up yourself for other people to send you bad stuff. And so I guess when we start communicating through a app like Snapchat that was designed to foster secrecy and lying, essentially, it will eventually bleed over to every other area of our life. So it's hard for you and me to have an honest conversation because I'm so comfortable being one way in front of you when I know in the back of my mind on my phone I'm a totally different person.
Crazy. That was a well thought out conversation for our mouths to be on fire.
I take back everything I said about the bomb. I'm back on.
Hey, come on. You ready to go on to the next one?
Hey, you know?
That was the craziest thing ever. Here you go.
No.
This one is called Fiery Fufu. And it says the hottest sauce in the world without extract. I don't even know what that means.
I can't even get over what just happened with the bomb.
Let's go.
Pito, come on!
Let's go.
I can't.
Yo, for this, I want you to promote to everybody CMC and why it would be a good program for them to join after high school.
Listen. Alright. That was like lemony. It's like, put the hottest pepper in the world in your mouth and then squirt a whole bunch of other stuff in there. Fire ants. Dump a bucket of fire ants in your mouth. That's what happens when you drink it. What's the question? I just want to get it over with, man.
Promote CMC. Why is it good for people to join CMC?
Listen, for thousands of years, people have been trying to figure out the best way to live. And there's no way in all thousands of years, there's never been a greater model, a greater model of life than the way Jesus has asked people to live. I'm here to tell you, you can't live that way on your own. You need people to disciple you and push you to be the best version of yourself. And so if you're tired of acting one way and being another way, or if you just want to be somebody that can't be found anywhere else in the world, you need something like Master's Commission. You need to take 9 months and live differently.
There we have it, people. We have completed the hot seat challenge.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Anders, for joining us.
Don't do this.
No, we want people to do this.
If he asks you, say no.
Thank you so much for being on our show. We really appreciate it. People, that is Hot Seat. We'll see you next time.